Beautiful people, hello. Thank you for taking a moment out of your day to spend it with me. I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I want to be able to express what Love and Liberate is, kind of the vision, the dream, what I want it to be, a little about what it's not, and then allow you to make an informed decision if you want to be a part of this journey with me, or if you're going to step off, and that's perfectly fine. Love and Liberate is about becoming great at loving yourself. It's a lifelong journey for me, a lifelong quest for all of us. But ultimately, I believe when you love yourself fully and unapologetically, that a byproduct of that is you ultimately appreciate and love other people. And so most of us are familiar with the adage that hurt people hurt people. As someone who has battles depression and mental illness, I know what it feels like to be down. I know what it's like to how hard it can be at times to get out of bed in the morning. I know what it feels like to feel that pain. And because of that, I strive to lead a life that's full of love and of empathy. By no means am I perfect. However, I believe that the intention and the goal of most of my interactions is to lead with love and with empathy. And that because of I understand that the strength that comes from and the courage and power that comes from some of that pain and some of that hurt, right? And I want to create a space that allows for love and for healing, and that's what this space is going to be. So, if you're a person who believes in love and healing, if you're a person who's on a journey towards liberation, whether that's your individual liberation and freedom, which is I think is most important, but then also ultimately our collective freedom, this is a space for you. If you are a person who is courageous enough to be better than you were yesterday, this space is for you. If you're willing and open to having conversations that matter, or listen to or be a part of conversations that matter, this space is for you. And I'm excited for you to be able to join this journey with me. I have so many thoughts and ideas and kind of getting overwhelmed with the amount of things that I feel like this space can be, which is exciting. Also, to kind of reel it in a little bit, it's three main things. When I think about self-love and when I think about healing, it's mind, body, and soul. The mind, like how do we think? What are the ways that we think? What are the things that we're absorbing in our mind? How do we train our brains to be able to be positive places? Whether that's through affirmations, through self-talk, what we're reading, what we're absorbing, what we're consuming. How do we make sure that our mind is trained to be the best version of itself? When it comes to the body, I'm a former student athlete. I'm about to be 30 years old this year, and I'm striving to be in the best shape of my life. I haven't been in the best shape recently, and so I'm going to be on a journey of trying to get back to the best version of myself, whether that's running, whether that's playing golf, whether that's lifting, eating better, etc., stretching, yoga, meditation, figuring out the ways that I can take better care of myself and my body. That's going to come. And then last but not least, the soul. And that part's the most important to me because it's about connection. It's about being connected to something that's bigger than yourself, whether that's for you, whether that's God, whether that's another higher being, whether that's connection with the people that you care about, that you love, or something, or if it's connecting to your craft, something that you really are enjoying or passionate about doing. For me, I feel most alive when I'm working with young people. I absolutely love working with young people. And as an elementary school principal, it's my first full year as principal. This was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. But it's also like nobody really talks to you about once you've reached your dream or you've reached what you feel is like a lofty goal. Now what happens, right? And now I'm really determined to be like right now I'm a good leader. I'm not a really good principal, but I want to be a great principal and a great leader. And so I want you to be able to follow me on this journey and becoming great at this. And I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. I'm making a lot of mistakes currently, but I'm figuring it out and I'm determined to figure it out. And so for those who are not really good at something or are really good at something, I want you to be a part of that journey as well and be able to learn with me and teach me and be able to share advice or things that work well for you. I know there's tons of educators here on the internet, and so would love to be able to use you all that's resources to help further my practice and vice versa. And so yeah, that's really what Love and Liberate is about. It's about figuring this life out. And I want to be able to be vulnerable with this platform that I have and show courage and model that for my young people and for others, because that's what life's all about. I feel called to be able to share who I am pretty unapologetically and openly and vulnerably, because one, a lot of men aren't able to do so, and or have the capacity to do so, or we're not given the space to do so. And so I'm trying to create that space for myself and for other men. And then also, it's really important to me that we're able to push past like barriers and stereotypes and truly love people for who they are. And I'm excited to try to model that and figure that out for myself here as well. Last but not least, this is a space that's going to continue to evolve. I'm excited to see the myriad of ways that it ends up turning out. Like, I'm still an evolving human, and my interests are changing, and my life is going to different chapters. And I want to be able to bring those who I love and those who love me a part of this journey with me, and be able to look back on this and be like, wow, remember when that's the thing you were focused on, and look where you are now. And yeah, excited to see where life takes me. Last but not least, I want to talk to you about what this space is not. And number one, this space is not a space for any negativity or hatred. There's plenty of spaces on Beyonce's internet that talk about things that don't matter. There's plenty of spaces that are very negative. And being someone who's been in the public eye for a little bit of time now, that I very well see how harmful and hateful people can be. And I'm grateful that it hasn't always been my reality, but understanding and knowing people who are in the public eye, it's not fair. And this is not a space for that. And so there's plenty of places you can be if you want to be on the internet, but this is going to be one of the most positive and loving spaces on the internet. And if you're wanting to be a part of that with me, welcome. So last but not least, I want this to be the most loving space on the internet, and I'm glad and excited to be able to do that with you. I am excited to bring some of the friends and family that I love, people that I love deeply, and be a part of this with me, and allow for y'all to meet them and see why I love them so much, and allow them to be resources to you and vice versa. And if anything like this that I shared today sounds like appealing to you, if it sounds exciting, if it sounds like something that you or someone that you love would like, comment, subscribe, share, all those things. I'm not a YouTuber, so I don't know how to do this perfectly. I'm a school leader primarily throughout the day, so I'm not going to always have the most time to engage, but I want to be able to have this space to be able to share as much as I can, and be as consistent with content sharing and creation as possible. Hold me accountable to that, but also gently do that with love. And I'm excited for us to be and stay connected. Until next time, I hope that we can still continue to stay connected. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already. The Miles Will. I'll post a lot of stuff on there that will connect us back to the YouTube channel and vice versa. So make sure that you're constantly tuned in on my story. I'll be posting a lot of things, and hopefully posting stuff on my feed as well. And that's all I got. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your people. Peace.